Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahal Wakaf, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the teachers that taught our apostles, right? And to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. And this Yah Demal from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And you see on screen, I got this Eve, right? She's pretty much, mourning for what's going on, you know, concerning this government shutdown. And it's gonna be fair use, just for educational purposes only. But yeah, man, just like she stated, it was like the 35th, 35 days in. That was this past Tuesday, and we like in the 38th day now, this Friday night. So let me just be quiet and play the video and check it out.
We are officially on day 35 of this government shutdown. It is 6:47 on a Tuesday morning. I woke up because I cannot sleep, and I'm at the point now where I am literally physically making myself sick. I've lost 20 pounds since the shutdown. A month has started, and I'm tired, and I know we're tired. I keep looking at the news, and I see nothing about us furloughed federal employees. I see nothing. I see no uproar. I see no help, no signs of help coming. We are fully employed people who are not getting a paycheck. Some of us are going in. Some of us are having to go in and work with an IOU, but these bills aren't IOU. The food's not IOU. The kids' stomachs are IOU. Nothing is IOU. And there's no end in sight with talk that it's going to go through the holidays. How are we supposed to survive? We don't get benefits. We don't get help. Everybody says, your back pay, your back pay. When? If we get back pay, when? That doesn't help us now. Use your savings. You don't think that's what people are doing, y'all, but that only lasts so long. And this economy, that only lasts so long. Why are we the villains in this story? Where's the uproar about what's happening to us, y'all? Where's the uproar? This is why I won't sit here and be quiet. We're on day 35. We're about to officially pass the longest shutdown in history with no end in sight. So I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not talking about it because nobody else is talking about it enough.
Hey, there you have it. Pretty much the prophets, right, of Yahweh Shema Shah been trying to warn you. The men at Great Millstone, starting with our apostles on down, and to the, also the affiliate camps. Been trying to warn, y'all about what's going on and what's happening right now. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay? Brighten this up a little bit. Let's go to, in Isaiah 30:1. And it reads, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh Shema Shai, that take counsel, right? But not of me. Yeah, they not looking, they not starting off Yahweh Shema Shai. They not going to Yahweh Shema Shai, right? For the answers. And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, right? You haven't tried to console any Yahweh Shema Shai or ask his prophets, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's what they do. They trust in the shadow of Egypt, to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. And they're going to be your shame. That's what's happening right now to our people, you know. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, because they don't know what's going on. If they was listening to the prophets, you know, here it is, you know, they on, you know, in every city, every state, and on the internet, we know what they do. They mark and scorn the prophets. That's what that's what they do. And like I say, here it is. We telling them what's going on, telling them the truth, starting with our apostles and elders in Great Millstone. But yeah, man, you know, and she didn't even try to consider, you know, Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, the Lord, period, you know, of her mourning. So yeah, man, let's go to Lamentations 4:17. And it reads, as for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. Right. You know, Esau, Edom, you know, they claim that they gon', you know, that's why you got, you know, these Jakes, they be trying to vote, man, and still don't get it. They just had an election or some voting or something this past Tuesday. They still trying to vote and try to make things get right, but it ain't gonna get right. Right? And it reads, continuing on, and it reads, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Who was that nation? Esau Edom, pretty much. Who, you know, that's who's ruling the world right now. Right? What's that? Job 9:24. Let's see. Let's get there right quick. I was about to say Job Salaki. Job 9:24. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right. That's their vain help. A nation that couldn't save you. That covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Yeah, that's Esau Edom. You know, just wanted to bring that out right quick, you know. And I'm going to read it again. Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. You know, and vain help is Esau Edom. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Yo, you know, hey, all these years, decades, man, Esau Edom still haven't, you know, come up with a good solution how to run this world, you know. But yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get Job. Well, nah, I wanted to get what's that I wanted? Salakia. Let's get Proverbs. What's that, 25 and 19? Let me see. Let me check it out. Bear with me. Yeah. It's Proverbs 25 and 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble. See? It's like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Yeah, you in bad shape. You through. You know what I'm saying? Putting your confidence in Esau Edom, you know, to get things back right. And it's like I say, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, man. And let's get your Proverbs 29 and 2. And that's what she's doing right now. Proverbs 29 and 2, and it reads, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is what Eve doing right now. You saw on this video, she's mourning because Esau Edom, I'm just calling it straight, he is in rulership. I just read Job 9:24, right? They in rulership, and that's why she's mourning. The righteous is not in rulership, you know. If they were in rulership, the people will rejoice, you know. But that's not happening. You got Esau Edom in rulership, so the people mourn, okay? So let's go ahead and get this. This might be the last one. Let's go to Romans 8 and 19. See, this need to happen right here, okay? Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation. So like I'm a little bit excited. Romans 8:19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? The Israelite, you know, to be precise, the Israelite elect men, right? For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope, right? You know, Yahweh Shema Shai will, you know, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right. You know, and from the bondage of corruption, this goddamn Edomite in this world, they need to be out, you know, delivered too. Okay? Everything is mourning, man. Verse 22, Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together unto now. And not only they, but ourselves also, right, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, going into the elect men, the first fruits, you know. Lord willing, I hope I'm a part of the first fruits of spirits. Even, and it reads, even we ourselves grown with ourselves waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption of our body, right? Because we need to get up out of these bodies. We just need a whole righteous setup, you know. We just do. And that's why people, man, is out here going through it. You got the government shutdown still happening. And while that's taking place, you got the people at the airport, what's that, the TSA, if I'm not mistaken. The workers, they not showing up for work. So you got all these airports, you know, in all around the world, you know. People is just being stranded and they flights delayed because these people not showing up for work because they ain't getting paid. You know, so hey, I hope this been edifying. I just wanted to go into that. Hope this been edifying to the point. You know, Salaki, if I had rambled, I try not to do that. You know, talk too much, to let the scriptures talk. But I hope this has been edifying to the elect. You know, until next time, I'm going to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahawah Kakadash. You know, until next time, Shalom.